Hello, good evening. I'll just tell you some of the stuff that happened yesterday. One thing in particular, I was finished with work around about 1 o'clock. I had a long drive to town where I live because I had a probation appointment at 3. I was a bit early, so I dived into a coffee shop, sat down, had a coffee, and my phone rang. A phone number that I didn't recognise, so I normally don't answer those because it's just some scam bullshit. But I did answer it because I was sitting there not really doing much. It was a PC. I better not say her name because that's probably not allowed. From Hampshire Police. She said, "Don't worry, you're not in trouble." And I thought, I know I'm not in trouble. I've done nothing wrong. Anyway, she was at my front door of the house where I live, unannounced, asked me where I was. I said, well, I've just finished work and I'm now sitting waiting to go into my probation appointment. She explained that she was the officer now in charge of my serious organised crime prevention order. She's Hampshire Police. I do live in Hampshire now. I'm right on the Surrey-Hampshire border, but yeah, I live in Hampshire. So finally, Hampshire Police have taken that over from Surrey Police. She said she had some papers that I needed to sign, which is fine. But I think they'll obviously be in touch with me. But coincidentally, I said to her, my phone was broken at the weekend and I had to go and buy a new one on Sunday. Not a new one, but I had to go and buy a replacement. And I said, so it's really quite a lucky coincidence that you've called me, because part of my organised crime prevention order is that I have to give them every last detail of my phone. It goes as far as they want to know the colour of my phone. So what I'd done, I was prepared for that. I hadn't been in contact with organised crime prevention order police for months, so I had literally sat on the table in front of me a piece of paper with all the details I was going to give them to my probation officer to pass on. So in that moment, I have proved perfectly that I am fully compliant. Obviously, that can change at any given time with anybody, but it's not going to change with me. But it was just a really lucky break, in the sense that what are the chances that I would have those details sat in front of me right then when my new organised crime prevention order officer makes first contact. So I gave her all the details she needed, and I took her email address and phone number, work phone, and I said, look, you don't have to believe me, and I could be bullshitting you, but you're not putting me back inside. So everything I'm expected, everything that I'm legally required to do for you, I do it, and there's the proof. So that was quite good. It was just a little nice touch for me. Went to probation, and eventually a lady came out and called me through. It wasn't my probation officer. I didn't think anything much of it. I kind of figured she was off sick or whatever, but she's actually moved to a different probation office, so that's it. She's not my PO anymore. As it's and this gets better. So the duty probation officer was the woman I had to speak to, and she then explained to me that as of right now, I've been moved over to Hampshire probation, in the local town next to where I live. So I'm now waiting for them to make contact. It's a little bit unsettling because after the shit shower that I had with my first probation officer, this one was really decent. She knew her job. She supported everything I was doing, which was nice. And yeah, so that made things calm down quite a lot. And so now I've got to pull a raffle ticket again for a new probation officer and hope that I get a winner. We'll see what happens, but yeah, it was just kind of a bit surreal, all of that yesterday, all in one hit. So yeah, I'll have a new probation officer. I won't be with Surrey Probation anymore, and I have a new organised crime prevention order police officer. And I'm fully up to speed on it all. So they can. They wouldn't, but they could do whatever checks they feel necessary, and they will find that everything is. I've crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's. So, of certain things that have made me feel really quite uncomfortable for a while now, that's one thing that I don't have to worry about too much. Obviously, I'm going to have this meeting with this copper because she's got papers that need signing, but I don't know if it's the right day of the week. She can come here and just get them signed at the door. It's not a problem. I think the papers are just to say that yes, I'm willing and compliant and blah blah blah. Well, it's a funny thing. I don't think, personally, I don't need to sign papers to say that I'm not going to fuck about. All I need to do is just carry on doing what I've been doing. I mean, it's madness, really. Signing a piece of paper saying I won't be a naughty boy, I mean, it's just ridiculous. It means nothing, but I guess they have to do their due diligence protocol, whatever you want to call it. I've just had a message from a lady, a new supporter, and she is in the market for one or two of these coasters. I'm not sure if it's the Avatar ones or the painting ones, but we'll see what happens. That's about it from me, really. I am going to try. I'm not doing any work on the book today. I've had enough of it for the minute. I'll come back to it realistically probably Friday now, because I've got a very busy day with work tomorrow. So I will probably just get my admin done when I come home and do not much else. Tonight I'm going to listen to the football. I don't support any of the teams on offer, but Liverpool and Arsenal have got big games tonight. There are other big games. I was really pleased to see Portsmouth get promoted and become champions of League One last night. I listened to some of the game, and I kept my eye on the score the whole time. They were losing 2-1 with about 5 minutes left, and they scored 2 late goals, and that was that. The main reason that I'm happy for that is because my late brother-in-law Graham was a massive Pompey fan. We went to a few Chelsea Portsmouth games together over the years, and yeah, he was a good guy. He's sadly been gone now for 12 years. I can't believe it. He died about 6 months after I got out from my first sentence, and it was a shocker. He was only 45. So yeah, play up Pompey. And as for Chelsea on Monday night, it was great, but what a bunch of fucking idiot children arguing over that penalty. That just shows, and it's not the first time they've done that this season. No one mentioned that. We need leaders on the pitch. Have a good evening, everyone.